Some of the basic principles of IIAIDC operation. IIAIDCs have been created in different countries. Is there unified organization system, and will it exist in the IIAIDCs? Will this organization be coordinated, or it will depend on specifics of the country of IIAIDC origin, and how one should apply the notion of the individual world in such collective work as creation of IIAIDCs in different countries? Is there any use in organizing everything with all participants of the project, either IFAR in Crimea, or in Germany, or in the United States of America? Maybe every participant should perceive this idea in their own way and should not coordinate it with others, just feel it. In general, in the future, every IFAR has its own identity, its own subtransivnost, individuality. It is its own nature based on ethnic, cultural, national features of that place, that country where IFAR appears, where IIAIDC starts functioning as the intellectual altruistic development center. Therefore, general management as such is operated just on the assistance base of the organizers, who undertake these activities in every country, on every IFAR. The assistance is based on collaboration, interaction, on the solution of particular tasks. There is no such unified organization with officials who could give orders. You have to do it this way, and do it that way. There is no such organization of activities. Why? Because these national and other individual features of organization project on the knowledge about real human relations, which people receive from Iissiidiology. They create certain resonance, certain community, certain understanding of what behavior is included into the human relations, and what solutions discord with our conceptions about interhuman relations. This is in the case when some dissonance, destruction in choices, in activity happen. Say, participation in different demonstrations, when one should go with banners and fight to achieve something, cannot be the incentive and joining factor for the centers in any country. Because everybody who organizes and participates in these centers understand that our task is in taking our own decision, our own attitude. This already personal attitude synchronously refocuses us to the higher qualitative alternatives of reality. And any destructive alternatives, attempts to organize one's activity by means of violence on somebody or something, by means of generating of aggressive energies, will lead to the worsening of our situation. Upon the whole, everybody understands that destructive energies, built on negativism, aggression, opposition, do not correlate with IFAR-like characteristic of existence. One could not identify such center as IFAR, because growth of intellect and altruism should lead to integration of people, to the unity on some harmonic base. But all these revolts, rebellions, revolutions, meetings, protests lead exactly to realization of our lowest instincts, to their growth, strengthening in our self-consciousness. And what is more important, these insurrections demonstrate misunderstanding of how the world is put in order, how our existence is realized. They demonstrate misunderstanding that everything there already is, and we should choose between the best and the worst. Everything is vibration, everything represents vibrational relations, which are built on synchronism, on resonationness. If your configuration resonates with some aggressive vibrations, then they are characteristic of aggressive continuums, aggressive worlds. Every world corresponds to our realization needs. If you choose some demonstrations, protests, riots, revolutions, wars, you are unable in any way to shift by such decisions to those worlds where you aspire to real human worlds. Because there are neither rampage, nor wars or revolutions in human worlds. Everybody understands that everything is contained in your self-consciousness. Instead of holding a poster or weapons and fighting out, using force against some government, you should change yourself. The government was, is, and will be in many different scenarios. It is only you who is changing. You choose what does or doesn't suit you. If something doesn't suit, then you should find those vibrational levels in yourself and annihilate them using methods taught in IIAIDCs. To exclude synchronization with destructive manifestations of this continuum, of this situation, and of this circumstance during your life work. In this way, you stabilize yourself consecutively in some goals, positions, wishes, necessary for you, and gradually strengthen those vibrations in your focus dynamics, in your life work. And then you reach resonance with those worlds, continuums, which correspond to the vibrations with dominations of needed qualities. We talk about qualities of intellect, altruism, but the most important is that the main feature uniting all IFARs is aspiration to all unity, based on the quality of all unity. If any moments of IFARs or IFARites activities are directed to division, to opposition of something or somebody, against each other, the obvious seeing of not IFAR and not IFARites is shown. That is the ultimate aim of our sojourn in these worlds, in biological worlds with biological body, is junction of this triple unity, intellect, intuitive intellect, altruism and all unity. Understanding that all of us are the single whole, all of us are the structural units of the intelligent whole, of the collective intelligence called humankind, is very important. It is very diverse, so we should determine features which suit us the best. There is higher qualitative humankind. It creates higher qualitative worlds and exists in these higher qualitative worlds. There is lower qualitative humankind, primitive humankind, which exists in primitive worlds created by itself. Therefore, you should clarify where you are and who you are with, which of your configurations you prefer to identify yourself with. I mean that everything already exists. The last thing you should do is to choose. You cannot build anything because everything has already been built. How everything has been built, how everything already is, and how everything is organized, here you are, here is the knowledge. There is a part of it at least, and I continue to work on it. Please take it, study, and you will understand how you can reach improvement of our existence state without any aggressive methods. Our sojourn in these destructive worlds continuums testifies, firstly, that we ourselves have quite big potential of certain low qualitative, non-human conceptions. This is the first sign and the first reason of our staying here. And the second reason is as follows. If we have chosen service, we have to perform this service not only in conditions which are favorable for our existence, that is, in the worlds where everything is okay, everything is nice and comfortable. We are needed especially where people should be waken up from many thousand-year hibernation. We should do this exactly by means of bringing the new knowledge. That knowledge which is inherent in the human alternatives of the worlds, because there is not any other knowledge yet which has released the humanity from wars.